Hello.
Hello, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine and I'm wonderful, but I'm a little bit hungry.
You're hungry? That's okay, we'll be done soon. Okay, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Quỳnh. Right now, I am studying at grade 5 in Victoria Experimental School, and my hobbies include listening to music, or reading comic books.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about advertising. Okay, now, is there a lot of advertising in your country?
Yeah, I think that there are kind of a lot of advertising, especially in some TV shows, that there are often like advertising between the news, and there are also a lot of advertising on billboards too.
Okay, why is that?
I think that for people who are like want people to buy their products, or for marketing factors, they need to make those billboards so that people would feel interested in buying their products.
Okay, what kind of adverts do you like?
Um, I don't really know much advert, but I feel like I like commercial advertising because I feel like it is very interesting, or maybe it is, even though it's like not very real, but helps others to like have the feeling that wanting to buy something.
Okay, have you ever bought something after seeing it on an advert?
I actually have never bought anything that from an advertising commercial or billboard, because I don't have any money yet, because I'm still too young and everything has to go to my parents' permission.
Okay, do you pay more attention to adverts on the TV or in magazines?
I think that I pay more attention to advertising on television shows, because I feel like it is more lively, instead of reading in magazines where things could not move or have many different colors like in TV.
All right, very good. Now, I want you to describe an event that changed your life in a good way. Now, I want you to read this and I'll give you 1 minute to think about your answer.
Describe an event that changed her life in a good way.
Okay, you can read it to yourself and think about it, just 1 minute. Okay, you ready? Okay, describe an event that changed your life in a good way.
It is the event that changed my life in a good way. It is usually a very small factor, but I believe that it affects my life. I have a brother, and he is in university, and I remember the day that after he was gone for 1 year in America and he came home, I felt that it changed my life in such a good way. In those years, I have experienced that I'm very lonely. I don't have anyone to accompany with, and I feel like the feeling that he came home uh, make made me feel less lonely. Made me feel how much you can miss a person, that how much you can miss a person even though he is gone for a certain amount of time. And not it doesn't change my life a lot actually, because it just make me the feeling that to know how people feel when their beloved people go away, and it make my life more lively, less lonely when I have when I have my brother with me by my side. And it just happened like this summer, and now he is gone for his second year in university, and I felt about kind of happy that I have someone to play with, and but now I feel kind of a little bit sad, but I know his duty to go far abroad so that he could get a good education.
Alright, that's very good. Okay, now we're going to talk about changes. Okay, changing jobs, right? How people change jobs. So now I want you to estimate how often people in your country change their jobs.
I feel like it is I think it's shorter for especially teenagers or people who just came with their job, because like they still haven't know what job do they actually belong to, and I think that it is about half a year. But for adults or maybe people that have been known their job, it maybe take about a few years for it to change their job.
Okay, and what are the advantages of keeping the same job for a long time?
I feel like keeping the same job for a long time can help us to adapt instead of we just like adapt to a new working environment, but suddenly we have to change. It is like very hard for some people. So that's why I feel like keeping the same job again and again could help us to adapt more well, or to also work to more active.
Okay. Now, can you give me some reasons why some people might choose to change their jobs?
I feel like some people might change their job because of financial situations. Maybe their salary wasn't enough, or maybe they couldn't adapt with their working environment, or maybe they have different changes in their hobbies or their likings.
Okay, that's good. Now we are going to talk about living in new places. Okay. Now, why some people like living and working in different countries? Why do you think some people like living in new countries?
Because I think that different people have different hobbies or likings, so that means that they like to live in each a different environment. So I feel like they can be comfortable working in another country because that country suits their personality more.
Okay, and what are some of the problems of living in a new country?
As I said in the first of the changing job, living in a new country can make us hard to adapt with the weather, or maybe the culture or the people there.
Okay, do you agree or disagree that young people find it easier to adapt to new places?
I agree that young people should actually adapt to new places, because I feel like
Do you think they find it easier to adapt to new places, younger people?
I disagree, because I feel like younger people aren't like fully developed yet, and they could not be a little hard to adapt unlike adults or adolescents.
Okay, all right, good job. Yeah, done.